There are walking trees, a burning river, and many such terrible secrets in Amazon that the scientists can't understand. And in this video, let us tell you about some of them. The boiling river. Tucked away in the Peruvian Amazon is a river so hot that it boils, literally. Known as Shanai Timpishka, this bizarre waterway reaches temperatures between 208 degrees Fahrenheit and 230 degrees Fahrenheit, making it one of the most extreme natural phenomena on Earth. Any creature unlucky enough to fall in is instantly boiled to death. What's baffling is that this river is nowhere near a volcano. Geologists have speculated that underground geothermal activity may be responsible, but without volcanic heat sources nearby, the boiling river remains one of the Amazon's most confusing mysteries. The walking trees. You'd think trees are the definition of stationary, but in the Amazon, some actually move. The walking palm has evolved a fascinating ability. It grows new roots in the direction of sunlight, while slowly abandoning older ones, allowing it to walk several centimeters per year. While it doesn't exactly sprint through the jungle, over time, these trees can shift positions significantly, a phenomenon that continues to intrigue scientists. Though the mechanics of this slow-motion movement are still debated, the eerie concept of a forest that can relocate is undeniably strange. The pink river dolphins. Amazon river dolphins are unlike any others in the world. They're bubblegum pink. Scientists aren't entirely sure why, but it's believed that their unusual coloration comes from blood capillaries close to the surface of their skin. But the real mystery lies in the local legends that surround them. According to Amazonian folklore, these dolphins can transform into handsome men at night, hypnotizing women before vanishing back into the river by sunrise. While there's no scientific proof behind the myth, it's yet another scary mystery that adds to the Amazon's mystique. The vampire fish forget piranhas. The payara, also known as the vampire fish, is far more terrifying. This predatory fish boasts 6-inch-long fangs, sharp enough to impale and kill smaller fish in an instant. Reaching up to 4 feet in length and weighing up to 40 pounds, the payara is one of the Amazon's fiercest underwater hunters. Thankfully, they have no interest in humans, preferring to hunt other fish instead. But with their razor-sharp fangs and nightmarish appearance, they certainly live up to their name. The dead whale mystery. Imagine trekking through the dense Amazon rainforest, miles away from the ocean, and stumbling upon a massive 8-meter-long humpback whale. Sounds impossible, right? But in 2019, this exact scenario occurred when a whale carcass was discovered 15 meters inland from the shore. With no visible injuries and no logical way for it to have ended up in the jungle, experts were left dumbfounded. Some believe it was carried by strong tides and deposited inland, while others theorize plastic pollution or extreme weather events played a role in its mysterious displacement. Regardless of the cause, the question remains: how did a marine giant find itself so far from home? The electric eel. What makes this fish truly remarkable is its ability to generate an electrical charge of up to 860 volts, strong enough to stun prey and even incapacitate large predators. Scientists are still puzzled by how these creatures manage to produce and control such high voltages without harming themselves. Despite being studied for years, the full secrets of this Amazonian living battery remain a mystery. The Lost City. Deep in the Ecuadorian Amazon, explorers made an astonishing discovery in 2012, a lost city filled with massive stone structures. Among these ruins, they found a pyramid with a 79-meter-wide base and huge tools that no normal human could have wielded. Some theorists suggest that this was once a city built by actual giants, while skeptics argue that it's simply an ancient architectural anomaly. Regardless of the explanation, the discovery of a civilization potentially lost to time only deepens the mysteries of the Amazon. Mapinguari. Imagine trekking and suddenly coming face to face with a 7-foot-tall, red-haired, foul-smelling beast with a mouth on its stomach. That's the Mapinguari, a legendary creature that many indigenous tribes fear and revere. While some scientists believe this myth may have originated from ancient encounters with giant ground sloths, which were thought to have gone extinct around 10,000 years ago, locals insist that the beast is very real. Its loud roars, the unbearable stench, and its alleged ability to repel bullets only add to the mystery. Could an undiscovered prehistoric monster still be lurking in the Amazon? No one knows for sure. The jumping stick insect, meet the ninja of the Amazon. This bizarre insect, also known as the jumping stick, is a master of deception. With its elongated twig-like body, it is nearly indistinguishable from a tree branch, until it suddenly springs into action, launching itself high into the air with a powerful kick. This incredible adaptation allows it to escape predators with lightning speed. Unlike regular stick insects, which rely solely on their camouflage, this species has an extra trick up its sleeve: rapid, precise movement that makes it seem almost supernatural. Even the most trained researchers struggle to spot them in the dense jungle. The world's largest arachnid. If you have arachnophobia, this one's not for you. The Goliath bird eater is the largest spider on the planet, boasting legs over a foot long and weighing up to 170 grams. Despite its terrifying name, it doesn't just eat birds, although it is capable of doing so. Instead, it feasts on large insects, rodents, and even small snakes. What makes this spider even more unsettling is its defense mechanism. If threatened, it releases prickly barbed hairs that cause extreme irritation and can leave a person in discomfort for days. Although its venom isn't deadly to humans, the psychological horror of encountering one of these giants in the wild is enough to send chills down anyone's spine. The leaf mimic katydid. The ultimate master of disguise, the leaf mimic katydid has evolved to look exactly like a leaf, down to the veins, edges, and even artificial bite marks that make it seem like an ordinary damaged leaf. This incredible camouflage allows it to remain hidden from predators, blending perfectly into the dense Amazon. But that's not all. Some species can even change color to match their surroundings, making them nearly impossible to detect. If you ever venture into the jungle, you may be surrounded by dozens of these insects without even realizing it. Silk henge. In the dense forests of the Amazon, researchers stumbled upon a peculiar sight. Tiny silken structures resembling towers, surrounded by a delicate fence of silk. Dubbed silk henge, these structures were an enigma until scientists finally observed spider hatchlings emerging from the central cone. However, the exact species responsible remains unknown, as no adult spiders have been found tending to these formations. No other spider in the world has been observed laying a single egg in such an elaborate protective casing, making silk henge one of the Amazon's greatest unsolved arachnid mysteries. The giant water lily. A true wonder of the Amazon, the Victoria amazonica is the largest water lily in the world, with leaves stretching over 3 meters wide, strong enough to support the weight of a small child. These massive floating leaves have a unique upturned edge, which prevents water from flooding onto their surface. What's even more fascinating? The flowers of the Victoria amazonica only bloom for 48 hours, turning from white to pink before closing forever. They emit a strong fragrance to attract pollinators, ensuring their brief but vital contribution to the Amazon's ecosystem. The Jesus lizard. If there's a creature that defies nature, it's the basilisk lizard, better known as the Jesus lizard, and for good reason. This reptile has a mind-blowing ability. It can run on water. Using its specially adapted webbed feet and incredible speed, it sprints across the surface of rivers and ponds before eventually sinking. This adaptation allows it to escape predators, making it one of the most uniquely evolved lizards in the world. Scientists have studied its movement to develop biomimetic robots, proving once again that the Amazon is full of creatures that push the boundaries of what seems possible. Tribes of the Amazon. While many indigenous tribes in the Amazon live peacefully, there have been reports of isolated tribes practicing cannibalism, whether as part of ritualistic ceremonies or as acts of war. Some of these tribes remain completely uncontacted, adding to the eerie mystery that surrounds them. Anthropologists believe that such practices were once more common in ancient times, but have largely disappeared. However, with over 50 uncontacted tribes still living deep in the jungle, some researchers believe these stories may not be entirely fictional. The secrecy and isolation of these tribes make them one of the Amazon's greatest living mysteries. The Amazon is a world of wonders, but it's also filled with things that make absolutely no sense. From monsters to walking trees and human-like insects, it's a place where nature's strangest mysteries remain unsolved. What do you think is the most bizarre thing in the Amazon? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.